Working in retail just sucks. Like, I understand how the huge holiday rush is now over, but Karens are literally still attacking our store. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Kegan, of course. And as you guys know, I do have a part-time job outside of my own reselling business. I made a whole video explaining how I got it, the interview process, and everything. I'll leave a link to it in one of the corners of this video right now, so if you guys have not seen it, of course, go check it out. But I gotta tell you guys about a few experiences that I've had while working there, and literally going through my first rush season where all the people are coming in, buying all the stuff out, just literally the craziness and how rude Karens are. So I've worked at this arts and crafts hobby store just over a year now, and it seems like almost every single day we have to either deal with a crackhead, a meth head, a thief, or a Karen. Like, there's literally 4 categories we gotta deal with almost every single day, which is very horrible to say, but that's just literally how it is in retail now. And if any of you guys do work in retail yourself and have a crazy story, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to read them. But to get right into the first story, I've almost been fired from this job a few times for going after people who are stealing from us, which I know the thing nowadays is you're not supposed to go after thieves. You literally have to just let them walk out the store, which I still don't understand personally. I don't understand why it's okay to steal, but I've almost been fired from that a few times because I've gone after them, ran after them, grabbed their carts, and a bunch of stuff. But like I said about a minute ago, we have people literally stealing from us almost every single day. And sometimes I get tired of it, and depending on which boss is working that night, because we have like 3 bosses. We have the manager and like the co-managers, of course. Depending on which boss is working that night, like depends how much you can actually do and how far you can take it, because in a way each boss has their limits, each boss has like their boundaries, I guess you could say. And this night one of the co-managers was working, and just to let you guys know, all the bosses don't have a problem with me. They all like me, which is very good, so I can kind of take the boundaries a little further than I would say the normal employee. But this night, I believe it was a Thursday, I'm not positive, it was like a month and a half ago when it happened. I was up at the front sweeping because I was doing my normal night duties, help clean out the store, you know, watch for thieves, because in a way like my job's a security guard, but I'm a stockman at the same time, which is, it's very odd how it works. But I have the trust with the bosses enough now that I can kind of like do that job because I just have fun doing it. So I was up by the registers when these 2 guys walked in, and not gonna lie, I'm gonna put a picture of them on the screen next to me. Their faces are gonna be covered up, but it's gonna be a picture of them. Am I supposed to have this picture of them on my phone? Probably not. I kind of hope the company that I work for does not see it, but it is what it is. But like I was saying, I was up in the front when these guys walked in, and I knew automatically these fools are gonna do something. Like, they just looked like they were gonna do something. I know you're not supposed to judge people, but these guys looked off. Just something about them was weird. So I kept sweeping in the front, and I was at the front for a while, sweeping, cleaning up some. I went to the back to like drop off like the dirt from the mop and all that kind of crap, and I saw these guys were looking at some die-cast cars we sell, and like some action figures and stuff like that we sell in the store. And when I saw that, I really didn't think much about it. Like, all right, they're looking at that, so be it. But also, when they walked in, they didn't grab a cart. They went straight back, and most people grab a cart, and I know that's not really important right now, but it will be later in the story. But I dropped off the mop in the back and walked up to the front. I was getting the trash from like the registers or something like that. I was just hanging out in the front, and that's when I heard the beeping from like one of our side doors start going off. And of course, it was the one in the very back of the store. Like, I'm right here, it's literally all the way over here. Right when I heard that alarm, I booked it through the store. I was zooming through the aisles. Thankfully, I didn't run into any customers. There was really not that many people in the store that night, thankfully. So nobody was really in my way until we got to like by the door, and one of the other workers was like just standing there, and I said, hey, yo, get out of my way, like move. And she moved very quickly because I was booking it. I really didn't care, like, you gotta move, I don't want to run into you. And I shoved the door open and started booking it down the alleyway where this guy was running, because my store and another store, and there's an alley in between, and this guy was running down the alley towards the parking lot. So what else am I gonna do? I started running towards him, and of course he had a good distance on me. I wish I would have just ran out the front door and would have caught him right out the parking lot, but I didn't really think about it at the time. I just wanted to go. I really don't think in these situations, which is very bad, but I don't think at all. I just go. But I'm about halfway through the alley, and he's like towards the end, and I'm yelling at him. I'm like, ah, like just yelling, not even really saying anything, just yelling. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what went through his mind, but he tipped the car over. I think he thought I was a lot closer than what I actually was. I think he thought I was right behind him because I was yelling. I think it echoed through the alley. So I honestly think he got scared. That's why he tipped the car over. He grabbed 2 items off the top and just kept running down our parking lot. Like, this guy looked crazy. But that's where the things got weird. I don't know where he got the car. I don't know if it was just randomly in the store or where he got it, because they didn't grab it when they first walked in. So it must have just been randomly placed in the store. So that's when I picked all the stuff up and went right back inside. And I was walking in the front door like celebrating. I was holding this stuff up to the other coworkers. I'm like, yeah, boss, look at this. And that's when I realized his buddy was at the register checking out. His buddy that he walked in with, these 2 fools right here on the screen. The one buddy saw me walk right back in the store with all his other guys' stuff except like 2 items. And he must have been thinking his friend is so damn dumb. You got beat by me. I believe his friend bought like 2 very small items. I think he was hoping it was going to be like a distraction or something like that. I don't really know. But his friend was not smart trying to beat me in a race. Because like, I know I'm not the fastest person. I do have a little speed, I guess you could say. And that's literally just one incident of that happening. Like, it happens so much more than you guys know. Like, we had to kick people out so much because of it. Like, another time, this literally happened last week. This guy came in and he went back to, of course, the die-cast car area and was just looking around. And of course, I was doing my nightly duties again. As you guys can tell, most of this stuff happens 6 o'clock to closing. Like, it don't happen in the morning most of the time. It all happens at night. That's literally like the crackhead hours, 5 to like midnight, crackhead hours. But this guy came in looking at stuff. Of course, they all try to do that. And I was, of course, doing my nightly duties, doing the trash, sweeping, cleaning up, like, of course, like I always do. And I started getting the trash. That's when I opened the men's restroom and the guy was in there all of a sudden. I don't know how he got in there because we have a code in our bathroom. So someone must have given him the code. And I'm getting the trash and he starts talking to me, which is nothing new. Customers talk to me like every day, asking me how I'm doing, how's the night going, and everything normal. And while I was getting the trash, the bathroom had like a burning plastic smell. Something like that, but I didn't really think about it at the time, like, because the bathrooms always smell bad. I didn't really think about it. And that's when I went to the registers and started getting the registers trash. And that's when the guy came out of the bathroom and my boss realized who it was. It's the meth head that's been in there 2 or 3 other times that we had to kick him out. So of course the boss asked me, Kegan, does the bathroom smell like burning plastic? And I said, yeah, like, go smell it. Like, it smells bad. I didn't even think about it the first time I went in there. So of course we start walking towards the bathroom. I barely opened the door and the boss, like, you could smell it. It like it did like that. It just blew all over the store. It was bad. He said, Kegan, start airing it out. I'm gonna go kick this guy out. The boss kicked him out like 2 or 3 times before for like smoking meth in our bathroom. These meth heads be smoking meth in our own bathroom. I just don't understand. So the boss went up to him and said, hey man, you're out of here. We're refusing business. We're kicking you out. Get out. I've kicked people out with him before. It's very professional. I know that didn't sound professional, but it is professional when we do it. We pretty much tell him in a polite business way, get out of our store. But as they were walking out, the guy was wondering why he's been kicked out 3 times. And it's like, dude, you're literally smoking meth in our bathroom. Like, nobody really uses the men's bathroom because we don't have a lot of dudes in our store. Like, we have so many people smoke in our bathrooms. I don't even know why we like let people use the bathrooms anymore. It's just absolutely crazy. And to tell you guys one final short story before we end this video off, is this was during the holiday season, probably early November, where the lines are literally halfway through the store. Because of course, the store I work at sells Christmas decorations, Christmas trees, wreaths, a bunch of stuff that people buy for Christmas. And most of the time, the lines are about halfway through the store. And we have like 4 or 5 cashiers, which is normal for the store. It's nothing new. People should expect this kind of stuff. The employees, the customers, everyone. Well, of course, one of these days, a Karen was being very impatient. She didn't want to wait in the back of the line. And of course, I think I was cleaning up the front, grabbing like returns to put them back or something like that. I was in the front for some reason. And this Karen comes up to me and says, hey, can you get on a register? Very rudely. Like, I don't think the way I just said it came across rude, but she said it very rudely when she said it. And I looked at her and I said, no, I'm not a cashier. And she looked at me with such a disgust look. Like, I literally can't get on. My numbers don't work. The password don't work. I can't get on and register. Like, it's not possible. And when she turned away, she went, ugh, and turned away and went like to the back of the line or something like that. She just didn't want to wait into the back of the line, which was very rude on her part. Like, lady, you gotta be patient. Don't be rude to me. I didn't even do anything. But that's just just a few stories on why working in retail sucks. If you guys want more of these stories, let me know down in the comments below. But I am going to end this video off right here. Everyone make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.